Shots and cheap pops. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Silicon Steve Valli, and I'm, of course, with Vladi, the current reigning, defending Purple Nurple champion. And we are loving this life we are living right now. We are back live. I am back from vacation, back from some morning stuff. Vladi, you are back. We are back. I am excited. And the world of professional wrestling keeps on getting more and more exciting. Big news all over the place. How are you doing, my friend? And what are we talking about to start this one off?
I'm doing very well, man. It's great to be back with you. A little bit of a recharge. Silicon Steve Valli, I can sense it here. Love it.
Electrifying like the pussy right here. I have right on my shirt.
Oh, there you go.
What'd you think I mean, you pervert?
No, I figured it would be a feline of some sort. So we have, since we were away, we had, not only did we have the NFL draft, we probably had a draft that's even way more important, where WWE Creative has decided to go and redraft their two major shows. So what we decided to do here today is for me to start with the first, probably the flagship show of the bunch on Fox, SmackDown. And I'm going to read to you who's on there, and we'll get your reaction.
Yeah, and I'm a little privy to it, just so you guys know, but I was in Chicago, had a blast, but I wasn't able to keep up with the professional wrestling quite as much. So we thought it would be fun to do a reaction to the drafts as we go along. So Vladi, let's get right into it. WWE Draft Recap 2023.
There we go.
Recap 2023. It's so stupid, but they'll do it anyway.
We have to lead off with none other than the Bloodline. And here is who was announced as the Bloodline: Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman.
Well, there's no Usos, which is interesting. I'm at a place with the Bloodline where I see what's coming. I'm not even that excited about it. It's going to be a great moment when Jay finally super kicks Roman, or maybe they both super kick Roman, or maybe Roman or Solo attack them. I'm not sure. There's going to be a need to be some more members of the Bloodline. It can't just be Roman and Solo, because then that doesn't really do much. So I think you're going to see a new era of the Bloodline, and I don't know. And the Usos are not going to be part of it. And very possibly Jey Uso is going to be the guy who knocks Roman off and then loses it back to Roman so Roman can face The Rock.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all that. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, as you mentioned here, we had Roman and Solo and then the Wise Man, of course. So we see who's aligned with who immediately. Next, one of the biggest stars they have, probably a smart move in their in terms of what they're planning here. But Bianca Belair has gone to SmackDown.
Good for her.
Yep. Next on that list, ironically enough, we have the Street Profits with Montez Ford, who just so happens to be Bianca's husband, and Angelo Dawkins. So we're both fans of theirs, right?
And I think it's good for them. I think both of them kind of need a little bit of, I don't know, a reboot. They're all great. All three stars are amazing. But I think now a little bit of a bigger platform on Fox, and I think it's going to be good. A little more people get to see what Bianca Belair is all about. She is really carving a good niche for herself in terms of the kind of athlete that she is. She's such a great the EST thing is legit. She is an amazing athlete, and she's a great wrestler. And so a lot of people are going to be able to see what she does on a weekly basis on a little bit of a bigger platform. And the same thing with Montez Ford. I think most people feel like both of these two are going to be big stars, singles wrestlers at some point. You just wonder if there's going to be a breakup, which I think that you would probably break them up sooner than later, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. I hope that's not the case, because I just like the idea of Angelo Dawkins just being his badass enforcer. You know, like they're friends. It is what it is. It's Hall and Nash, accept it.
Yeah, I would like that too, to be honest with you.
That's the way I would run with those two guys. And then, you know what? You mix in Bianca Belair, and you have Montez Ford and Bianca Belair with a guy who's like his brother, and they go against the Bloodline.
But yeah, so, they could do a lot of great things with those guys and moving over there. I think it's a very cool.
Imagine how Montez Ford would sell for Roman. It would be like Logan Paul and Roman, but maybe better.
Who knows? Logan Paul is such a dream.
He is a dreamboat. All right. Speaking of dreamboats, we got Edge is now on SmackDown. I know you're going to be extremely over the top with this one as far as your happy emotions, right?
Is it going to be Scary Edge? You don't know what I'm capable of. I'm Scary Edge. I've never been this in my entire career except when I was in the Brood. And even then, I was just a mid-card. I really wasn't doing much. But I'm Scoopy, spooky, ooh, spooky.
Spooky Edge, everybody.
I don't dig this new Edge, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, he just needs to like be himself. Like, he doesn't have to go and like be a gimmick. Like this is Jericho's part of the issue I have with Jericho. Just go out there and be yourself, man. Next, how about this one? This one's intriguing. Bobby Lashley.
Where'd Bobby Lashley go? Raw?
SmackDown.
That's good. I think you can put him and Roman.
Yeah, and you know what? I'd put the Street Profits with Lashley there to go against the Bloodline.
I think you could put the Hurt Business together, but you replace I don't know no other way to put it. Just the two guys that they booked into oblivion, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Yeah. I think you got to replace them with the Street Profits, and then you have a much more legit faction. And I don't know if I would bring Omos on it because Omos is kind of like a big heater. I don't know how you would do that, but they could do the Hurt Business. And honestly, the Hurt Business could be baby faces. They could do the exact same shtick as they did. So I'm with you. I think that writes itself. And
if you had the Hurt Business with Lashley, Omos, and Street Profits, the visual of that is pretty impressive. That is
sucks.
But that is a huge dude amongst those other huge dudes. Like, that's imposing, even for like the Bloodline. Roman's like looking at like the second biggest dude or third biggest dude if he were in the Hurt Business. You know?
Yeah, I think the Hurt Business is a lot better with the Street Profits.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be great. And you know what? I'll bring it up when we get to them. I'll hold that thought for now. Also making the SmackDown roster, none other than the OC, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Mia Yim. That's cool. Also, they're going to feed them. They're going to feed them to the Bloodline. That's
cool. I hate to say it, I don't care.
Right.
Gallows and Anderson have never been cool on WWE TV since they said beat up John Cena. And I like Gallows and Anderson certainly more than you, but they have been as unimpressive of a duo on WWE television in their run since they left New Japan in 2016 than I think anybody. How much can you pick another person that was high profile from New Japan that was can't miss and they get to the main roster and they just shit out?
Yep.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Other than Shinsuke Nakamura, actually AJ Styles is the only one that really came over and did well, so never mind. But